follow here from Sky 9. And they try and get to an area where these people know the area the best, try and bail out and such. We're also monitoring the CHP and the Ventura County Sheriff's Department. They're going to try and block him in or pull that pit maneuver. And looks like as soon as they get a place right now where they're going to do it, they will probably do it. As you can see, he's pulled a number of dangerous maneuvers in this pursuit just the short time that we've been on the air. So they want him stopped virtually at all costs. They have backed off just a little bit right here. Olson, again, turning southbound and turning into Lynn Road as he continues on the surface streets. It appears that he's slowing down a little bit. As a matter of fact, shortly before we went on air, he pulled over to the right shoulder of the 23 freeway, and it looked like he was going to give up. However, he just continued to speed ahead. He's got a green light at this intersection right here, and it looks like he's looking both directions and continuing on. That's correct. He's heading back towards the 101. We have heard that he has been on the 101 before. So he may try and get on the freeway again and hit those 100-mile-an-hour speeds. He's got a red light ahead and traffic. Looks like all lanes are going to be blocked here, so he's not going to be able to use that left turn lane that he had before. Let's see what he does. Back over to the left turn lane, jumping the curb. Looks like he's going to try and do a U-turn right here back northbound on Lynn Road. So going back to the 101 freeway, was stopped at that intersection, heading back now towards the 23, Lynn Road, northbound. And, of course, that turns back into Olson Road and heads back towards the 23 freeway. That's right. He's now southbound on Moore Park Drive. He came from Olson. Just there, they had the intersection blocked off at Olson and Moore Park. He went through a Chevron gas station to get southbound on the one, make that the Moore Park Drive. We heard that he hit about 68 miles an hour when he was on Olson. He's coming up to a fresh red light, and all lanes are blocked. We're going to try and get around this tree here as he comes across. He got on the other side of traffic going over the center divider there, continuing on southbound on Moore Park, heading towards the 101. This is paralleling the 23. We've seen him on the 23 a couple of times, and we've heard that he's been on the 101 freeway. Again, he's coming up to another intersection where he's got a red light, and all lanes of traffic are blocked. The left turn lane looks like it's starting to move. However, he is going over to the right side. Looks like he's going to try and squeeze through there. Look at that. Right there, we're going to try and get that cross street. He's turning now westbound from Moore Park, and we're going to get to the street here in just a moment. This is right by a high school here. We're here in Flores from Moore Park. Flores from Moore Park, right in front of the high school here. We heard them say that they are going to notify that high school as he comes through the area, presumably because he's been through the area before, that he may come again as well. So to make sure that no students are out there while these pursuits are going on, they have notified the school officials there. In just a moment, you'll see him come up. The Ventura County Sheriff's Department has one of their helicopters overhead. However, we've not seen the CHP with their air units yet. That's probably one of the reasons why they were passing the primary pursuit between the two agencies. About 60 miles an hour when he has no traffic ahead of him. He goes ahead and zooms on ahead. And, of course, he gets up to these intersections. He's blocked in completely, and we've seen him jump over the center divider, make U-turns, get into opposite direction traffic, and try and squeeze by on the right side. We saw shortly after we came on the air that one very narrow passage came on that T intersection. Again, he's got traffic up ahead as he comes up to Flores. Police officers are up there at that intersection. We've not heard anything further about whether they're going to try and perform the pit maneuver or not. The CHP tried that once, already unsuccessfully. It looks like they got close just a moment thereafter and tried to get him turned around. So again, it looks like he is now making a U-turn at just short of Flores, and again another U-turn back onto the center divider. Now opposite direction traffic, wrong lanes of traffic at Moore Park, north of Flores. Look, he passes a black and white right there, and of course there's a couple other vehicles that have no idea that he's coming down this way again. So again, wrong side of the street. Looks like he's making his way back northbound on the proper side of the street on Moore Park.
If we have Derek Bell is back on overhead. Derek, can you hear us?
And how do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine. Looks like this guy is really getting into some very dangerous situations here. Wrong way traffic, blowing through intersections, and over 100 miles per hour on the freeway.
That's correct. 68 miles an hour was the fastest we heard on the surface streets. He's back northbound Moore Park, coming up to Olson Road. If he makes a right turn here, he will be heading back towards the 23 freeway, the freeway that we have seen him on, going about 100 miles an hour. However, he has no, looks like he's got no intention of pulling over for the officers. Right, and of course we saw him choose either lanes of traffic, and with a two-lane road, it just makes it more hazardous for the unwitting motorists that are on the road that may have no idea that this may be coming up behind him or opposite direction. He has slowed down just a little bit. There's light traffic just ahead of him. And if he continues on this road, it looks like he'll continue to have light traffic, at least for a little while. He does have an intersection that is coming up. He has slowed down quite a bit. He appears that he's got a green light, so if he continues on, he shouldn't have too much of a difficulty. Chris, if you pull out just a little bit, you can see, yeah, we've got only about 2 or 3 cars ahead of him, and he appears to have slowed down. Maybe this is coming to an end. Look like here he's right up to the side of the road. Indeed, it looks like he is stopped now on the shoulder. However, we have seen him do this before. Slow down, pull over to the shoulder, and slow down. However, looks like the truck is opening up. The driver is getting out. It appears that he's complying with the officer's demand to get on the ground. Here come the officers up, presumably to make the arrest, approaching very carefully, as you can see. And we don't have any idea why he slowed down. Maybe he ran out of gas or just gave up the pursuit altogether. But it looks like this pursuit, which lasted now about 45 minutes, is coming to a peaceful end. There was no injuries that we have heard of while this pursuit was going on. However, you and I both saw that very narrow pass that the person made at that T intersection right when we came on the air. So CHP officers now at the individual, now taking him into custody, the other one in an overwatch position, looking at the vehicle, make sure nobody else comes out, and that the officer who is cuffing that suspect is safe.
Yeah, Derek, just when it seemed like he was getting on some open road there, he pulled over and just simply got out of the truck and gave up.
That is correct. There's no rhyme or reason, it seems, to why these people end up giving up in these pursuits. Of course, he should have given up far earlier and never taken the officers on this pursuit. But for one reason or another, he seemed to have just given up. We're going to try to move over here just a little bit, get that pole out of the way, and watch the rest of the arrest. So again, this person who took the police officers on a 45-minute chase, going over 100 miles an hour on the freeway, 68 miles an hour on the surface streets, is now taken into custody without further incident.